Coming up next, it's a UFC bantamweight division fight. Well, they don't come a lot more popular around these parts than Cody, No Love Garbrandt, the team alpha male staple and former UFC bantamweight king, trying to get back on the throne.
From the moment Cody Garbrandt stepped into the octagon, you understood that you were watching a future UFC champion. In his UFC debut, he knocked out Marcus Brimage, and then it was only up towards a title shot from that moment on. Realized that championship by beating one of the greatest bantamweights of all time in Dominic Cruz.
Might be the best athlete in this bantamweight division. Skill for skill, he'll try to put it all together here tonight and make a run back to the bantamweight title that he held when he beat Dominic Cruz, as you mentioned, back in 2016. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Jan is 27, Garbrandt is 29. He is 1 inch taller. Jan will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! Third round in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Cody No Love Garbrandt. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Petr
Okay guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
The tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
These guys throwing early. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. I mean, that right hand landed square.
You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC. Oh! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Back and forth we go! Oh! Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Nice kick.
Oh, nice stick and move there by the former champion, Cody Garbrandt. This might be, DC, the best pure boxer in this bantamweight division. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it.
Great punch.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. That punch no good. 36 total strikes have now landed for Cody Garbrandt. Just missed with the left there.
Oh, the difference in the strikes is crazy. Nice strike.
Oh, huge right hand.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Now he touches him with the left. Got the single collar tie. And they separate. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Ooh. Ooh, big shot lands.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Real quick leg kick.
All right, so he lands another hook there. He's already landed several in the round, really starting to find some consistency with that one.
He's finding a hole for that hook. He does a phenomenal job of keeping the elbow tight, really twisting his hip into that punch. What a punch.
Man, how good is his right hook counter? And that one certainly found the target.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Garbrandt gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Under a minute now to go in this one.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Garbrandt's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Round two next. All right, so a huge round for him there, DC, particularly when it came to the head kicks. Take us through the replay.
I mean, those head kicks were beautiful. He was finding a spot. He was wrapping it around his opponent's arms and landing those head kicks over and over and over. He did a good job of really setting his opponent up with his hands and then taking those opportunities that were presented to him.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold.
Straight right, he misses. Garbrandt gets touched by that kick there. Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Good punch lands.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
78 total strikes have landed for Cody Garbrandt, and landing with 38% accuracy there tonight against Petr.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Really timing his shots nicely, good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity. Nice punch lands over the top. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, you can hear the crowd reaction every time he lands another hook. The previous round, it was hooks and bunches, more of the same here.
More of the same, John. You watch a guy who's in a flow, who's in a rhythm, who's in a position where they don't feel like they could ever miss that shot, and that's what we're witnessing tonight. Nice movement punch.
Oh, a huge block there. Throws the right hand there. Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
Oh, slips and rips. How about that for execution? Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Some nice back and forth action here. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. 2 minutes now to go. Garbrandt gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Well, as my favorite rack group Onyx would say, oh, there's the double leg takedown. His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
90 seconds now to go round 2.
Big head kick land. Oh, big punch land.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Nice punch there by Cody Garbrandt. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Blocks that strike.
Oh! Like that left hand.
Big diving punch land.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! All right, and there's the horn, and you hear the collective sigh from the crowd. They're all watching that lip, and we're monitoring it as well. Nasty, nasty gash. It's only getting worse by the moment. Doctor called in here. We'll see if he stops the fight. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Oh, back to the overhand right, swing and a miss. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Ooh, what a punch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Garbrandt's lower jaw is just nasty at this point, really swollen in that area now. 125 total strikes have now landed for Cody Garbrandt. And landing with just 39% accuracy tonight against Petr.
What a tricky head kick.
Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, my goodness.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 3. Oh, and he caught the kick. How about that chin? And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Look at that great work to the body from the clinch.
Oh, lands another shot to the body. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. An uppercut landed. Nice straight punch.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Oh, beautiful counter with the jab. That one appeared to stun him.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh!
He's getting lit up right now, John.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look... Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
All right, so a nice job there defensively. Whoa! And just like that, the fight is over.
Yo! Wow! That was nasty! What a performance!
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Heath has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Cody
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also most times walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.